he had a relationship with them. And he was able to go back and start gathering up those assets. I would encourage you greatly to relook at your business. Come by the table, let's talk. But if you're not going to be in the sandbox, I think it's going to get tougher. Banks are aggressively training their people to do this. Do income planning, which Craig's going to talk to you about. Wirehouses are aggressively going after that business, and they haven't figured it out yet, but the annuity is going to be a big part of it. Clients are demanding they want one relationship, especially your older clients. They don't want 10 people. They're getting grouchy because how do you say it there, Alan?
Grumpy Gus's.
Grumpy Gus's. They don't want to deal with 10 people. So they want to deal with you and make your life miserable, but you're getting paid for it, so that's good. I really encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, to rethink your business. Yes, sir.
Just one last question. What are the total fees?
Total fees
You're
for-
talking about 1% coming to us, and other people have to get paid, so what are the average total?
Okay, let's talk about how you make money. Great question, thanks. I've made it really flexible, number one. The money manager, let's say the client pays an annual fee of $1.50, 1.5, okay? Just go with that number. Out of that 1.5, the money manager is going to get 45 bips, okay? He's got to make money too. So he gets 45 bips. Now we're down to 1 point, whatever that is, 1.05. Depending on where you are on assets under management. So if you're just starting out, I'm paying out 70%. If you have 10, and I pay everything based on assets under management. If you're at 10 million, I'm paying you out at 90% of that money. Okay? And it's real cut and dry. And I got to tell you why. By industry standards, that is small. I mean, most companies get the 90%. You have to have $30 to $40 million under management. So it's based on a percentage. I start out, everybody has 70, unless you already are an IR and you're bringing over business and you talk on here. We'll get you built up, but it's just based on AUM, you go up. And it's not every year you start. So if you got $1 million this year, $1 million next year, you have $2 million. If you just keep on doing it, you're going to get to 10 million. You can't help it. You do it faster though. 90, I mean, this gentleman's getting paid out 90%. He's got 19 million on there. So it's very lucrative, and that's every year you get that fee. Yes, sir.
Frank, you can't work with your program if you have a BD.
It depends on the BD. We are willing to, I have 2 relationships with BDs where they allow us to work together. Some BDs won't, some BDs will. We're willing to. We've got a thing set up with the compliance departments that they're in constant communication. So, but we are willing. It's going to be the BD that'll drive that decision, not us.
Yeah, because they're just greedy.
Yeah, well, a lot of BD. What's that?
They're just greedy, that's all.
Yeah, it's the BD won't say nothing. I think that's going to be a dinosaur shortly, but we will entertain that.
When you say the RIAs and IARs are able to charge commissions and fees, how do you get to some kind of equitable amount that you can charge someone for the consultation?
What
is that based
the
on?
question is, you want to charge the fee for the pure advice.
Right.
You don't want to do
What is-
assets under
What is that?
management.
Yeah. What is that based on?
That's based on me at this point. We will open that up. When I was working, I worked with a client. I charged that client anywhere between $1,000 and $2,500 annual fee to work with them. Didn't buy anything. They could walk away, but I'm going to build a plan for them.
They get billed regardless.
They get billed regardless. And I told them, I said, you don't have to work with me. If you want to work with me, that's great. I would encourage you to, but you don't have to. I am going to eventually open that up for you guys. But if you're not used to that world, that is a pretty demanding world. That will change your life. It's not, I got my little yellow pad out here. Hey, $2,500. No. But we will. I've got one producer who came over with us, who was already doing it, had a track record. I'm letting him charge fees. So I am open to doing that, but I just have to make sure you guys understand it's not a yellow pad deal. You're going to have a software program. You have to spit out information. You might not want to go there. But it's a great way. I found we started charging fees in '92, and I got dragged in, screaming, kicking, and yelling, doing it. But it was amazing. The minute you charge a fee to a client, they expected to get the work done. The relationship is totally different. And I never had questions about I sold them a product or an annuity or something like that, they might question the annuity itself, but it wasn't, you didn't have some of these conversations that you might be going through right now. Because they paid you, they want you to do the business. So I will open that up. They expect you to do it. Matter of fact, our deal was, if it wasn't done in 6 months, I was gonna fire you. I was gonna let you go. Because I don't want you dilly-dallying around it. You just got a fee out here, I gotta get it done. So when we came through, our average revenue was probably around, our gross revenue per customer ran around $13,000–14,000. That was the first year. Now, that fees going on, I was obviously collecting that too, but I will open that up, I guess, but that's more of a training issue. We gotta make sure you guys are comfortable doing that. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
How's your performance on your fund and over?
Which fund? 65, moderate, aggressive, target, which one?
Let's talk about that at lunch. You're gonna entertain everybody.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna keep moving on.
Yeah, no, gas me on that, they're all over the boards, it's depending on what the time's trying to do. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Well, I'll be on the table, I appreciate your time, I would really encourage you to take a look at this, if you haven't, take another look at it, because this is where the game's going.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, I appreciate that.